Have you ever seen the TV show How I Met Your Mother? The first episode aired the same month that I started law school, and one of the characters, Marshall Erickson, was a law student. When he would best another character in an argument, he would shout, "Lawyered." To be clear, I'm not recommending this approach. I always thought that someone who worked as a lawyer must have been part of the writers' team because they captured so well the way that lawyer brain works. Yes, it starts in your job, but it doesn't stay there. Pretty soon, you're thinking like a lawyer in all areas of your life, but not in the way that they tout in the law school brochures. Some of that is good. Precision, keen analysis, intellectual rigor, but some of it is not so good. Skepticism that verges on paranoia, an unhealthy aversion to risk, being convinced that every decision that you make is the one that could result in total career and life devastation. It's kind of like your brain stands over every decision that you are thinking about making, every choice that you have, and if it doesn't pass the lawyer test, lawyered, which means that some things that are good for you, that would help you get closer to what you actually want to be doing and who you actually want to be, get inadvertently lawyered, shut down before they even get started. Try to notice this tendency in yourself. Where are you lawyering yourself? What might you do if your lawyer brain wasn't always on high alert? One of the things that people tell me when they join the collaborative is that not feeling ready almost stopped them from joining. Either they knew they still had a few years left before they could leave the law, or they had absolutely no idea what they wanted to do next, and they felt like they needed to have at least some clarity before they joined. But eventually they realized that those things weren't reasons to not start making progress towards ditching their soul-sucking legal jobs. In fact, they were reasons to start. As Marshall would say, don't sleep on the Gouda. I mean, let's be real. There are so many reasons to get out if you're not happy as a lawyer. There was another episode of How I Met Your Mother where Marshall learned all about the chain of screaming, which perfectly encapsulates why you may be wanting to leave the law. What's the chain of screaming? That's where each person in the chain of command got screamed at. The client screamed at the senior partner screamed at the junior partner, etc., until the chain of screaming arrived at Marshall, a mere lowly junior associate who also got screamed at. I wanted to find it funny, but sadly, the chain of screaming is a real thing. And if not actual screaming, then disrespect, disregard, mistreatment, and general jerk-tasticness. So many of our legal workplaces have people who are senior, who have failed to deal with their own trauma and experiences, who then take that out on the people who are junior to them. And they, in turn around and do the same to people more junior to them. It's a chain of emotional abuse. This isn't news to anyone, but it's simply not really being addressed, especially the more covert forms of workplace emotional abuse in law. With such a dim view of lawyering, you may be wondering, do I regret becoming a lawyer? And I answer that question in this video on the screen. I'll see you there.